One of the biggest advantages of a solo 401k is the flexibility and control it gives business owners and self employed individuals. But with that control comes responsibility. Every year, I speak with people who accidentally make mistakes that lead to taxes, penalties, and missed opportunities, or even prohibited transactions. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the most common solo 401 mistakes that could potentially cost you thousands of dollars, and more importantly, how to avoid them. The first mistake is not understanding how a contribution limit works. Many people assume they can simply contribute any amount they want to a solo 401k, but there are specific IRS limits that must be followed. Depending on your compensation and business structure, your contribution limits may vary. Contributing too much can create additional paperwork and potential tax complications that could have been avoided with proper planning. Before making large contributions, make sure you understand how employee and employer contributions work together and how they apply to your specific situation. Another common mistake involves forgetting required filings. Once your solo 401k reaches the threshold of over $250,000, you have to file the Form 5500 EZ and continuing to do it every year after that, even if you fall below that threshold, just because you already filled it out once. Many investors focus heavily on growing their retirement account but overlook administrative responsibilities. Missing required filings can potentially result in penalties and unnecessary headaches. The next is arguably the most serious mistake a solo 401k investor can make. A prohibited transaction occurs when retirement assets are used in ways that violate IRS rules. For example, you generally cannot personally benefit from the assets owned by your retirement account. You generally cannot purchase property with retirement funds and then personally use that property. You must also avoid certain transactions involving disqualified persons, which is anyone in your direct lineage. So your parents, your children, anyone like that. The rules can be complex, which is why education and proper guidance are extremely important. This also goes with keeping every transaction at an arm's length. So whether you're investing in a business and you can't have a certain amount of shares in that business, just keeping everything so it's not cannot come back to you and make it look like you are within an arm's reach of that, and the IRS can argue that you are benefiting from that transaction. Another mistake is failing to keep retirement assets completely separate from personal assets. Your solo 401k should operate independently. Funds should not move back and forth between personal accounts and retirement accounts unless done through proper transactions allowed under plan rules. Maintaining clear separation helps protect the integrity of the plan and reduces compliance risk. Many people focus entirely on investing and overlook documentation. Good record keeping includes contribution tracking, investment records, bank statements, purchase agreements, and plan documents and other important records related to the retirement plan. Strong documentation can make compliance much easier and help answer questions that may arise in the future. One mistake that doesn't necessarily create penalties but still can cost you money is failing to fully utilize the flexibility of a solo 401k. Many people think of stocks and mutual funds when they think of investing, but depending on your plan structure and goals, there may be opportunities to invest in alternative assets such as real estate, private lending, precious metals, private businesses, and many other investment opportunities. Understanding all the available options can help you make more informed investment decisions and choose the things that you know and are interested and want to add to your retirement. The good news is that most solo 401k mistakes are preventable, done with proper education, planning, and compliance. A solo 401k can be an incredibly powerful retirement tool for entrepreneurs or people with side gigs, but it's important to understand both the opportunities and responsibilities that come with having greater control over your retirement assets. If you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe down below, and also leave a comment down below with any solo 401k questions you'd like us to cover in future videos. If you'd like to learn more about self-directed solo 401k strategies, visit survival401k.com. For additional educational resources, just click the blog tab, and there's a lot of blogs. or The Wire that has frequently asked questions on there that will answer your questions. Again, thanks for liking and watching, and we'll see you in the next video.